Massachusetts is already in a housing crisis, but now tariffs on key building materials could make building homes, even more expensive. NBC 10's Mary Marcos joins us live from Beverly to explain this one for us. Mary?
Well, Colton, Canada is a major supplier of lumber here in the U.S., making up about 30% of the market. So how will that impact, how will these tariffs impact the cost of housing? Depends on who you ask. In a state where housing is hard to come by, some worry tariffs will only make matters worse.
We're fighting, trying to find ways to make housing affordable, and this is going to go the wrong way.
The Trump administration announced 25% tariffs on steel and aluminum imports, as well as softwood lumber from Canada, one of America's biggest suppliers of all three.
The majority of our large commercial builders that are multifamily home builders, a lot of those will come from Canada. Those are direct ships. You're not even going to see that in the yard. We do buy, a decent amount from Canada.
Chris Moynihan says he hasn't seen much of an impact at his Beverly lumber yard just yet.
You don't see it necessarily in the spot pricing. You see it in the futures pricing. There was a spike initially, and then it dropped. To me, this is fear and nothing more.
The president of the Massachusetts Homebuilders Association says the move could increase the cost of construction, which will ultimately hit the home buyer.
Even steel and aluminum are going to affect them greatly because steel goes into most multifamily housing.
Moynihan pointed out that lumber makes up a small percentage of the cost to build a home.
That typically would represent somewhere in the vicinity of 2 or 3% of the total cost.
One thing the pair can agree on, a lot remains to be seen.
All of that fear has seemed to have subsided, and there seems to be a wait and see. Okay, let's see what's going to happen between the two countries and what's going to come out of this.
It is a wait and see. I don't think it's going to be good for the industry.
Now, tariffs on all three of these building materials are slated to take effect next month, but the White House says negotiations are ongoing. Live in Beverly, Mary Marcos, NBC 10 Boston.
Mary.